Hey guys, Professor Bill Comic Book University and Dark Knight's Metal, issue number 4 of 6. Alright, this is about the one where things start to get so bad that everybody starts to lose hope in their heroes. And like Batman starts looking like the one who's bringing hope to people, dressed as a bat coming down. Anyway, so outskirts of Atlantis, Aquaman and Deathstroke are down there with some giant seahorses. I don't care what anybody says. The giant seahorses are awesome. I want one. I don't even know where I'd put it. Just, I want one. And they wind up entering into this treasure trove area, this cast area, and there's some guys there who can see in the dark, but they were blinded. Like, it's a really tragic kind of thing. Like, I actually feel bad for these little things. And they're like, oh yeah, we were invaded. And he's like, oh, what's going on? And Deathstroke's like, yeah, I'm just going to put the sword in this thing. And Aquaman's like, dude, now you can't enter Atlantis, you jerk. It's like, how are you supposed to come in and help me out to figure this stuff out and find this nth metal treasure trove that's down here someplace? He's like, look again. So there's a big portal that opens up when he sticks his sword down there. Remember, it's not made of nth metal. It's made of something else entirely. And they decide to go down this pit. We don't really get to hear from them again. Down on Thanagar Prime, we get to see that Green Lantern Hal Jordan is down there with Mr. Terrific and, the egg. they brought the Plastic Man egg. And as they're down there on Hawk World, well, all the other Hawkmen are like, trying to follow them around and like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? And they're like, okay, so we got to do some serious exchange here. Like, they're really big on the whole concept of bartering and expenses. So we got to make sure that we got good deals, got our game face going. Let's see what we can do. And Omanar Sin is sitting on the freaking throne. Like, come on, man. Are you serious? This dude gave Hawkman, just for, there's 7 deadly secrets on, ancient gods, mysteries on Thanagar, and the most frightening of them all is Omanar Sin. I don't know if you guys know his history or not, but yeah, dude. So he's actually on the throne of Thanagar. Not cool, man. Not cool. He's got this gigantic cannon that's invisible, that's been pointing at the earth for a long time, and Starro's behind him, and he's messing with them, and Starro's funnier than I've ever seen him before. Like, he's just great. He's hiding behind the throne. He's like, yeah, you guys are punks. I'll kick your butts. I was dying reading him. Like, are you freaking kidding me? And they're trying to, play it off like he's a punk, but meanwhile, he totally puts the Green Lantern in his place. Doesn't even have to touch him, which is just insane. So we get to see all of that, and then we also see that Batman has been rescued. Well, kind of. He technically rescued himself inside of his gauntlet, as he's been down here for 30 years, mind you, in the Dark Multiverse. Inside of his gauntlet, he's got every flavor of kryptonite imaginable, even the periwinkle, which, really? There was a periwinkle one? Whatever. I don't even care, dude. That's just funny. So he pulls him off, and all the other Supermen that are around him are like, run away, run away. So the real Superman, it seems, shows up, and he's only been there for a couple of weeks, whatever. He's got gray hair. Batman's actually old and ancient. But they show up, it's like, hey, look, Hope is here. It's like, shut up, dude. They're not even happy until Daniel shows up. Yes, that's right. You saw him on the cover. You saw him in the previous issue. Daniel is here, the Sandman, this version. And he offers them a great boon in the form of a story. Guys, sorry, if you have never read the Sandman Chronicles, you don't know what you're missing. Any little thing, like, they're really channeling Neil Gaiman in this. It's great. He's like, the greatest gift I can give you, the most powerful weapon I can bestow is a story. It's like, yes, this is the freaking Sandman. My God, this is perfect. More of this, please. just forever more of this. So he does give them a story about, books that are burning and multiverses that are combining, and yet another watcher who sits and sees what is yet to come, what's to be invented. So he's talking about the Dark Forge and making sure that it doesn't ever actually go dark. Well, by the time they get there, unfortunately, it actually is dark. The thing is actually dark. And once they get there, they also realize that there's a gigantic freaking Hawkman behind them. It's actually Carter Hall, but he's in the Hawk God form, and he's huge and scary, and like, no joke, man, this is something out of a Cthulhian nightmare almost. So these dudes are dead because he is now the Dragon of Barbados. Yeah, they're not getting by him. Next issue is called The Night of the Hawks. The only other thing that I got to give is the most messed up part. Kendra Saunders actually winds up screwing over Wonder Woman and Dr. Fate. And she does so by trying to send matter into antimatter and vice versa to actually blow everything up, not just the dark universe, like everything's going to be gone. They've got no chance left, is what they're indicating if she does this. But she wants it being turned inside out, and she turns into Lady Blackhawk actual. Nice. Very cool. And just when you think, oh, but these guys can handle freaking Lady Blackhawk, no, Black Adam shows up. Death Adam himself, dude. And it seems to kill freaking Dr. Fate, which, yeah, that makes sense. Oh my God. And Wonder Woman's got to face Black Adam by herself. Can she beat Black Adam? Honestly, it is... If there were ever a match in history where it's like, yeah, I don't know, this would be it. Literally. Like, it's my opinion, Superman doesn't stand a chance against Black Adam. I know he's beaten it before, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I just don't, when you look at the statistics, it just doesn't make sense. Wonder Woman, however, that's an entirely different story. Two people with no weaknesses fighting each other, and they're just uber omni-powerful. Yeah, I really hope I get to see this next issue. Anyway, guys, only 2 more to go, and I don't really want it to end. I'm going to give this an A+. This is such a great comic. It's such a mind screw, just twists your brain and just says, you think you know comics? Screw you. And then just blasts you with stuff. I love it. This is such great writing. The art just didn't let go on this. Literally, the art, there was no point where the art came down any. So wow, all over this. Great comic. Highly recommend you grab it. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.